The fist bump after the high five. I think I'm done with it. Maybe don't.
Hit a fist bump?
Yeah, I think I've been done with this for over a decade now.
I've gotten to a point where I understand why I wouldn't want to touch somebody else's hand, so the fist bump has gotten...
Fist bump is fine too.
Appreciated. Quick little...
I've literally now, for at least 15 years, been begrudgingly hitting the bump because somebody does it and then they hold it out there. I've done so many begrudging secondary bumps after the high five, and I'm just done with it. Hey, maybe don't. We are back. It's the Dissect DJs. Only DJs who like to spin it, mix it, throw it back, and dissect it. But today, we are here for one thing.
Hey, maybe don't.
Today's subject is, hey, maybe don't. And that is a series of instances that we've come across in life where we have just one thing to say. Hey, maybe don't.
Hey, maybe when you're at a concert and you're enjoying your artist that you paid a bunch of money for, maybe don't put your phone up and record the whole fucking time.
Hey, maybe don't.
I want to watch it. I don't want to see a bunch of phones up watching what I'm watching. Put your phones down.
And let's be real, you're never
Maybe
going to watch
don't.
that footage.
Yeah, you're going to watch it for 10 seconds just to show somebody you were there. Hey, maybe don't.
All your clips are going to look exactly the same. You have the same seats that are like way the fuck up in the loge.
Yeah, and it's just like, you don't care.
You're not going to know the difference. I understand where it's like, oh, I love this song too, and I got to record this as well. Like, people in my story are going to need to know that Luke Bryant played this while I was... Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody ever cared. I guarantee you, as soon as people saw that you were recording concert stories, then they either skipped right through it or they're like, I'm out. I'm not watching all this. I get it. Oh, you're going to a concert. That's cool. Boom.
So, hey, maybe don't.
Maybe don't. The guy who cheers multiple times at a bar within a 10-minute span. Maybe don't. It's like... If we got around and we're at a group, you know, and he picks up a beer and he's like, all right, everybody cheers. And it's like, yeah, for sure. Hey, we all got together. That's awesome, you know. And then where you start talking and then within like the next 3 minutes, you just like, hey, cheers, guys. Cheers. And then like every like 3 minutes, he just keeps raising the glass like, maybe don't. You know, we got the cheers down. Like, you're making the cheers not a fun thing. And I, for one, enjoy the cheers. I want to keep it a fun thing.
I like a cheers.
Yeah.
I like an every
I like
once
a
in
good
while
cheers. A good little, let's take a shot cheers. And that's a different thing. If the shots come, yeah, we'll cheers that. But if we're all still holding the same beers that we were the first 2 times that you already cheersed us, I don't need to keep clinking that glass. We got it. We've been cheersed. We're cheery now. And be honest, to be frank about it, your constant cheering right now making me a little less cheerful.
So,
maybe don't.
Maybe don't.
Hey, maybe don't.
I guess this goes out to my babe. Hey, babe, when we're getting into it,
be careful,
and we're banging it out.
Oh my god!
Don't put your finger in my butt.
Oh my god!
Maybe don't. I don't like it. Something happens. I get turned off, and I lose my. So maybe don't.
You're definitely going to ask me to delete that.
No, that's a good one. I thought about that one well.
If you're on board, then...
Maybe don't. Thank you, babe.
Maybe don't.
Love you.
About the guy who feels like it's a fun additive to the party to bring an acoustic guitar and just kind of like hangs on to it, starts strumming a few notes, and just thinks like, you know what? Is it cool if I jam for a little bit?
Sha la 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 la.
Just starts doing this... Just waiting for the circle of girls to come around like, oh my god, you play? Oh my god, like what songs do you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know a few songs. Yeah, you want me to play some? Or yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, sure. You know, maybe don't. Hey, guy, this party was fine. Didn't need we had music. There's a Spotify playlist playing right over there. Everybody was getting on just fine with it. And then this is the worst when they actually start like singing and they're like they're not breaking and they're singing and you're kind of like
I have to watch. I have to stay here for the whole
are we
thing,
supposed to just like are we supposed to do this, the little gather round, the like no Mike's singing.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're supposed to.
That's what he expect. That's what they always expect, and they act like it was this casual like hey, I just brought my guitar. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just like to practice sometimes. So, like, if you guys cool, I'm just going to get a little work in on. I got to, like, practice, like, 3 times a day. So, ding, 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 ding. Hey, guy who brings a rogue guitar to a party and thinks it's a cool thing to bring because he's ready to jam. Maybe don't.
Go off. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that.
Maybe don't.
Maybe don't. This goes out to all the parents out there that have a child that's, we'll say 2 and under. I'll say even 3. If your child is running around at the restaurant and causing a ruckus and not obedient and staying at the table and eating the food and keep your damn kids close to you.
On a leash.
Keep them next to you. I don't want them running around saying hi to me. I don't want to be like, oh, this is cute. And they're not cute. They're not cute. I don't want it. Hey, maybe don't allow your kids out of your house until they know how to carry themselves correctly. Parents, be aware. Maybe don't.
Maybe don't. How about dog owners that don't realize that your dog's kind of a piece of shit and doesn't have any kind of obedience training at all, and jumps all over people, bites people, nibbles at their feet, barks at completely inopportune times.
Yeah.
Like the whole time we're like hanging out, it literally just keeps being like, and it's like there's nothing out the window. There's a wall right there. There's literally a field next door. There's like not a single walking being or animal around. What could you possibly? Are you seeing ghosts?
No, he just said shit.
It's they just
disobedient dog. Has to show.
Never got trained, and they're literally like, hey. He's just excited, and then they make an excuse. Like he jumps on you, starts like kind of grabbing, and he's just like he obviously has not been trained not to use his teeth, and you're just like, he likes you. He's just being friendly. No, hey, maybe don't.
Maybe don't. To all my karaoke enthusiasts.
Oh, go off.
I love karaoke. Castle enjoys himself some karaoke. We enjoy. Even if you can't sing, get up there and do your thing and try your best. However, for those that work karaoke or anybody that goes to that bar, do not do the same damn song every week for months to years on end. Change it up. Do a different song. Enjoy karaoke for what it is. You're able to let loose and try different things. Please. Don't.
Mix it up. If you go to the same, I had to take my hat off for this one because that one just got me hot and bothered.
Right? You get
just
it.
reminded me some things. I'm like, okay, all right.
Hey, maybe don't.
Maybe don't.
Sing the same fucking
Learn
song.
it. Second, dude, karaoke could be such a fun time to be like exploring. Like, let me try this other song that it can be fun to sing. Maybe I've never even done it before. Especially if you go to the same spot every week and everybody there knows you.
Yeah, try nothing new. They want to hear something
Try
new.
something dope.
Trust me, they want to hear something new.
Hey.
Maybe don't.
Maybe don't. All right, this one might be controversial.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. The fist bump after the high five. I think I'm done with it. Maybe don't.
High five? So you're talking about like a high five to a fist pump?
Yeah. I remember when I was in like middle school and that thing first started coming around, I was into it. I was like, this is dope. Yeah, it's kind of like our generation's new like little thing. Like, oh, we don't just give high fives. We had a little fist bump at the end of it. I think I've been done with this for over a decade now.
Can we just pick? Can we just do fist pump? Like, can we just make it? That's a handshake.
Either
now?
a fist bump or just a solid. You know how good I feel when we actually. You know what actually you like even more?
What?
It's just little, and like here. Let me show you.
Wait, just put our hand in there.
That's it.
That wasn't in the camera at all.
That's it. Yeah, maybe a little snap afterwards.
I've gotten to a point where I understand why I wouldn't want to touch somebody else's hand. So the fist pump has gotten.
Fist bump is fine too.
Appreciative.
I'm good with
just
that.
A quick little.
I'm so tired
Hit
of
me.
all. I've literally been. I'm so tired of feeling like I need to acquiesce to the lingering bump because that's the only reason. I've literally now for at least 15 years been begrudgingly hitting the bump after because somebody does it and then they hold it out there. And I'm just not trying to leave them hanging because I'm not trying to be like, have them be, especially if it's like somebody you just met. And they're like, what's up with that guy? He's just left me hanging. That's not cool. I don't want to have to like be that guy. So I always am like, all right, I'll understand. I've done so many begrudging secondary bumps after the high five. And I'm just done with it. So I'd like to make a PSA High five or bump, not both. One or the other, all right? And for all the people.
Can we just do bump? It's like make it across the board? Because Castle, I got to be honest, I hate going in for a handshake, but the person goes in for a bump, and then you switch to a bump, and then they go for the handshake, and now you guys are in this in-between, like, wait, so are we?
Oh.
We're a fist
and you grab
bump,
their fist like a doorknob, and you just do one of these? Yeah. It just ruins like the friendship. Like if me and them were gonna be friends, now it's like
done.
no.
I don't want to know you.
We're guys who couldn't figure out the handshake and bump, and friendships just don't start that way. So it's just over. Like you don't even want to see him anymore. Yeah. Hey guys, if you want to do a high five or a fist bump, I can agree to Jag's premise that we should just all go fist bump. But if I give you a 5 and you want to put out the fist bump, hey, maybe don't.
Maybe don't. Hey. Friend that's with the friend that seems to be enjoying themselves with another friend that they just met. Maybe don't butt in.
Oh yeah.
Maybe don't butt in. Maybe your friend's actually enjoying it. She'll give you the signal. You guys have your little ways. You don't need to butt in just because you're not getting the attention. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Allow for your friend to possibly meet a friend.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe don't.
And you're talking about the one where like, if I'm a guy and I meet a girl.
And you guys are having a great conversation.
And we're having a great conversation.
Doing great one-on-one.
And the friend over there is getting upset that she's not being talked to, and she does the thing where she just goes, and she literally like escorts her away just because it's just like, no, she doesn't want to talk. No, we're having a girls' night. Yes. Yeah. Hey,
maybe don't.
Maybe don't. Did you ever think that maybe your friend was enjoying the conversation?
She might have been enjoying it.
Maybe she's having a good time. Maybe that's up for her to decide, and not She doesn't need a bodyguard tonight,
Yeah.
Maybe don't.
Maybe don't.
Hey, person who grabs a group's attention to start telling a story, but then gets tripped up because you can't remember a minute detail or a random person's name that doesn't even really associate with the story. Maybe don't.
Go off.
You are now hijacking all of our attention, and there's never a period where like a handful of seconds can feel like a longer period of time. Because, when you have, like, a whole group kind of having a group conversation, that's like stage presence. That's a stage performance kind of thing. So when you grab everybody's attention, say 7 or 8 people, and you're like, oh, yeah. Oh, no, you guys should have seen what happened on Saturday. I was going to the aquarium, and it was me, Dave, and...
was it Mindy?
Mindy. Wait, who was I with? Who was I with on Saturday?
It was Mindy.
No, it wasn't Mindy. No, it was
No, it was Mindy.
Nobody gives a shit. That part of the story doesn't matter, and there's a good chance it wasn't going anywhere funny. Anyways, it wasn't gonna be a good story. What are the odds? What are the pure odds this story was going anywhere fun? And the fact that you're getting tripped up on a minute detail that has now hold all of our attentions hostage because we've already...
This happened to you recently, huh?
This happened a bunch of times. Every time it's happening, I think about this. I'm like, I need to rant this out somewhere. So that's why I'm going off. This is the platform for that. Y'all need to come up with a podcast someday simply so you can go off on these situations because it feels invigorating.
This is good.
So good.
All right.
Hey, guy who stops everybody's conversation to talk about a story and then gets tripped up about minute details that didn't have anything to do with the story that was probably going to suck anyways. Maybe don't.
Maybe don't. I got one more.
That felt good.
One more. Hey, you're on Instagram. You have a video, a very inspirational. Somebody's talking, giving inspirational, and you want to then put yourself next to that video and point to it and be like, this person knows what he's talking about. And the person's giving that it's another video, and you're like, see? He knows.
Making good points.
They're good.
Right?
This person's good. Stop it. Maybe don't.
Maybe
I'm so tired of seeing that shit. It annoys me. I just watch you and laugh. And I'm like, what are you doing?
We're all laughing at you.
Maybe don't. Like, just post the video. Just repost the video. I don't get it.
There's no respect happening for you here.
I don't want to see you
You're not
at it.
As somebody that creates content, it honestly pisses me off that somebody's making what they call content with absolutely zero effort. Or you know what's even more? Let me go off. What about this? When you go on TikTok,
go off.
I'm going off. Hey, person that posts videos on TikTok where half the screen is something that I might actually be interested in. It might be a clip from a movie or something that happened that's kind of interesting. Somebody else talking.
And the other half?
And the other half is just your face Just your face, like, laying in bed, just...
Maybe don't.
Maybe don't! All right?
Maybe don't.
True.
I think that's good, man. I think
True content creators make fucking content. Don't fucking dangle on the chain of somebody else's talent and then act like this is something that you put out. This is your
Maybe
skill.
Don't.
Maybe don't.
Maybe don't, please.
God, come with your own talent, please.
We went off. I'm proud of us. That felt good. We got to do this more often. Let's go off on more stuff. Like this is good.
We got to make this a recurring segment. Y'all.
Maybe don't.
Maybe don't. Hey, maybe don't. And Dissect DJs go off. It's a whole new world.
Whole new way for us to approach this. And I'm excited. That was fun.
Yeah.
I feel good about that.
I feel like this was a therapy session for me.
That's true.
Woo! Hey,
Maybe don't.
Next!